When you check out at the pharmacy, you see the journey from idea to medicine, thanks to our intellectual property system, or IP for short. IP safeguards inventions, like a new way to prevent seizures or lower cholesterol. And IP supports competition from other brands, then lower-cost generics, which are 90% of prescriptions filled in the U.S. Innovation, competition, lower costs, thanks to IP. Learn more at phrma.org/IP works wonders.
This is Optimal Living Daily, How to Prioritize What Truly Matters by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, reading to you every single day of the year with permission from the authors. Kind of like an audiobook, but kind of not. It's a lot shorter than an audiobook, and I bring you one article every day of the year. So with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. How to Prioritize What Truly Matters by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com. Right now, we are experiencing a major shift in ways of working and in the importance of work-life balance. With the Great Resignation, we've seen lots of conversation around employees and leaders reassessing their priorities and reevaluating where they spend their time and energy. It's so important for leaders to help their teams identify what truly matters so leaders and businesses know how to help support their teams. My moment of realization. Once during my mid to late 20s, my parents flew in from Michigan to visit. I lived in Atlanta, and I was so excited to see them because my parents and I are really close. We actually still talk every day. I picked them up from the airport and took them to this great restaurant where we could sit outside, look out over the city, and enjoy the beautiful weather together. I'd really been looking forward to spending time with them and was so excited for time together. All of a sudden, my phone started ringing constantly, one athlete or coach after another. I jumped up from the table, walked over under this old tree that was right there, and took every single call. After the fourth call, my mom asked me what they wanted, and it was like I turned the fire hose on her. I told her, that was a golfer, and his clubs didn't arrive. He's freaking out. I have to go to the manufacturer to build some stuff for him for this week. And that was one of my coaches. He thinks the job's going to open up. He's interested in it. And then the phone rang again. Mom, this is one of my baseball players. He thinks he's getting traded. My mom looked at me completely unimpressed and annoyed that I was taking every call when they just landed and had come down to see me. I'd been so excited to spend time with my parents, and yet I was totally unfocused. I wasn't present at all for them. Something that I was so excited about previously quickly found itself lower on my priority list. I was more worried about my athletes and coaches at that moment. A 5-minute exercise to find what matters. When I work with leaders and teams, there's a simple exercise I like to utilize to help them identify what truly matters. I'd like to walk you through it in 5 simple steps. Step 1. Take a moment and identify the 5 most important things in your life. Maybe it's faith, maybe it's your family or your career. Take 5 separate little sheets of paper and write one thing on each sheet. Step 2, now you have the 5 most important things in your life on 5 separate sheets of paper. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick up the least most important of those 5 and crumple it up. I want you to just set it in front of you. Step 3, you're down to 4 sheets. Those are the 4 most important things in your life. Now pick another one. Again, I want you to crumple it up and put it in front of you. Step 4, you are left with 3. Look at those 3 and pick the least most important of those and crumple it up. And step 5, you have 2 sheets left and you know where we're going. Pick the least important and crumple it up. Now you're looking at the most important thing in your life. I need you to ask yourself if you're giving that one thing enough of your time and energy. Does that one thing know that it matters to you? Is that one thing in your calendar every day? Is it something that you're intentional about ensuring you live throughout your days and weeks? Be intentional and disciplined to protect what matters. We live in a world where we can have more than one thing that we focus on. You can uncrumple the other 4 sheets, but I have a challenge for you. Make sure you are intentional and disciplined about ensuring that the one thing or the 5 things are living inside of your days. Be intentional. Be disciplined. It's up to you to prioritize where you put your energy, or the world will decide for you. That was a mistake that I made that moment when my parents came to visit. They are the top 1, 2, or 3 things in my life, but I wasn't behaving like that. If we're going to live those 1, 2, or 3 things that matter the most to us, it requires discipline and it requires intentionality. You just listened to the post titled, How to Prioritize What Truly Matters by Molly Fletcher of mollyfletcher.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. As a small business owner, you never clock out, and neither does LinkedIn Jobs. While you're running your business, LinkedIn Jobs is running a powerful search for your next great hire. We've been lucky finding our team here at Optimal Living Daily, and I think LinkedIn Jobs would have taken luck out of the equation, finding us the best quickly. Post your job for free or pay to promote, and let their intelligent matching system connect you with candidates who align with your company's needs. Their new feature helps craft the perfect job description in minutes, putting your opportunity in front of qualified talent that matters. Want to amplify your reach? Add a hashtag hiring frame to your profile picture to double your qualified applicants, or upgrade to a promoted post for 3 times more qualified candidates. The results speak for themselves. Approximately 72% of small and medium-sized businesses on LinkedIn say that LinkedIn helps them find high-quality candidates. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/selection. That's linkedin.com/selection to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Looking for a snack that works as hard as you do? Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1-ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Pistachios are known for their protein power, fiber, and better-for-you unsaturated fats for a combination that may help keep you feeling fuller longer. Plus, Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids. Super satisfying cracking open the shell, but their no-shells varieties give you all that nutritious goodness without slowing you down. They're perfect for those busy days when you need a quick protein boost. With delicious options like sweet chili and honey roasted, there's a flavor for every craving. And their newest flavor, unsalted no shells, holds the salt, but definitely not the flavor. Whether you're powering through your day or unwinding in the evening, Wonderful Pistachios is your perfect snacking companion. Get snackin' and get crackin' with a snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. Thank you to Molly. That exercise she mentioned about writing down 5 important things and crumpling up 4 of them, that's actually pretty intense when I think about it. Even just imagining having to crumple up things like health or purpose, friends or family, it sounds pretty uncomfortable, right? But I think that's exactly the point. It's supposed to feel uncomfortable because it makes us really think about what matters most. This reminds me of something my business partner and I talk about pretty frequently, how easy it is to get caught up in the day-to-day tasks and forget about our bigger priorities. Like with this podcast, sometimes I can get so focused on the technical aspects like editing and the sound quality that I might forget the main purpose, trying to bring a little bit of positivity and helpful content to you each day. But I think what's important here isn't about being perfect, it's about awareness. Just noticing when we're putting our energy into things that maybe aren't at the top of our priority list, and then making small adjustments, maybe putting the phone away during family dinner or blocking out specific time for what matters most. So maybe today we can think about our own top priorities and be honest with ourselves about whether our actions match up with what we say is most important. I know I'll be doing the same. And with that, have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.